Thank you to all the nominees and to all the family and friends who joined them today in this historic moment in their lives. Judge Weilheimer, I'm familiar with veterans courts, I'm familiar with drug courts, but I've never heard of a competency court. Tell us what it is.
We are the first in our state, and hopefully not the last. So every day in jail, there are people who are incompetent to stand trial for a variety of reasons: serious mental illness, autism, intellectual disability, dementia, and traumatic brain injury. These are people who will never be able to stand trial. To address their needs, you need to have a deep understanding of the law and the available programming. To address this, I created Competency Court, which is a centralized location with an assigned knowledgeable district attorney and public defender. Together, we have been able to efficiently and effectively address these cases in a way that has benefited the community because we protect society from those that are a danger to others. We help the individual who is incompetent and struggling by helping provide them the appropriate programming and placement. And this ultimately helps law enforcement, who are the people on the streets who are dealing with these incompetent individuals in the community, by providing the appropriate services. What I'm most proud of is the incredible work that we have done collectively has had no increased monetary cost to our court system.
It's quite a record. Judge Hawley, in your background and our conversations, you made it clear that since for the last 10 years you've been training magistrate judges across the United States, and you believe you've trained nearly 75% of all currently sitting magistrate judges. What training and skills have you gained in the process?
Senator, the opportunity to train and get to know the magistrate judges in this country has been one of the greatest privileges of my life, and I learn as much as I teach to those magistrate judges who come to new magistrate judge orientation, which I have taught at for the last 10 years. It is a great opportunity to share ideas, learn how other things are done in different districts, and it's a collaborative process. I share what I've learned. The other members on the committee who taught with me would share what they would learn, and we would learn from those judges. It's a very collaborative process, and it has made me a much better judge, having the opportunity to engage in that process with so many magistrate judges around the country.
Ms. Perry, your experience includes serving in the U.S. Attorney's Office. The obvious question that's asked of all is whether you can show balance in the courtroom, whether you lean one way or the other, prosecution or defense. What's your response?
My response is that a good prosecutor shares many traits in common with a good judge. A good prosecutor's job is not to gain convictions, but to seek justice. A good prosecutor approaches every case with an open mind, following the facts wherever they may lead, with no particular outcome in mind. And a good prosecutor is fair, always ensuring that the defendant's Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendment rights are upheld throughout the investigation and the prosecution. Obviously, judges and prosecutors are very different, but both of them share those values of seeking justice, staying open-minded, and being fair at all times. And I believe I would take those things with me were I so fortunate as to be confirmed.
Thank you, Ms. Perry. Mr. Conway, you may or may not know the history of the appointment to fill federal vacancies in the state of Wisconsin. It has been politically fraught in years gone by. You've pulled off nothing short of a political miracle to have both senators introduce you. Tell me about your background and how you believe that you've managed to make it to this point.
Thank you, Chair Durbin. I started off my career after law school practicing criminal defense for 4 years in Milwaukee. That was an experience that had me in court every day. That was invaluable for a young lawyer. And I did that for about 4 years and then moved back to Green Bay, where I've been practicing civil litigation for the past 17, however the math works out, 18 years. And during that time, I've met a lot of lawyers throughout the state of Wisconsin through participation on the Board of Governors and through getting involved in things like the Brown County Bar Association, the Brown County Young Lawyers Association. And I think I've made some impressions on people that I can be a fair-minded person with a good temperament who'd be suitable for the position.
I believe you will be. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you to the panel.